It's
okay.
Oh,
I'm assuming that the mic is working.
I didn't like that.
What, the clap?
Yeah.
Sorry, I won't clap ever again.
the mic's up there.
The mic is up here. Okay.
So just remember to project. Just floating.
Yes, everyone please project so we can hear. Okay. Call this meeting to order at 5:33 p.m. Vice President.
Here.
Director of Internal Affairs.
Here.
Director of Finance.
Here.
Director of Outreach.
Present.
Director of Legislative Affairs, absent, excused. Director of Student Technology, vacant. Is there any amendments that need to be made to the agenda?
Yes, I would like to amend the agenda to add the discussion of the proposal from Director of Outreach regarding future events.
Is that a motion?
I motion to amend, sorry.
Oh, I second.
Moved by Alicia, seconded by Mariah. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed unanimously. Approval of the minutes. I sent out the minutes to everyone.
I motion to approve the minutes. I second.
Moved by Nora, seconded by Moira. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed unanimously. Okay. We're now in open public forum, which the script just closed. Lovely. Now is the time for public comment. Welcome and thank you to all those members of the public who are present in today's meeting. This segment of the meeting provides the executive board an opportunity to hear new concerns and new perspectives on current issues related to UW-Tacoma students. The executive board will neither discuss nor debate topics raised in public comment. This is not because we don't value commenters' perspectives, but to ensure that any related action is taken transparently before the duly notified public at a future meeting. However, directors may ask clarifying questions of those giving public comment or request to meet to gain further insight during or after the meeting. In addition, ASUWT is committed to fostering a constructive and respectful environment in these meetings. As such, we kindly ask that all remarks made during public comment reflect professionalism, respect, and come from a place of mutual understanding that we are all here to advocate on behalf of students. With that, I will now begin public forum, which we just have Connor. Cool. If no other members of the public wish to speak, we will now move on to unfinished business, which we have none, which is new business. Which do you want to start with Mariah's proposal?
Yeah, we can start with Mariah's proposal.
Okay.
I didn't send this to you today. No, I didn't.
Do I have access to pull it up anywhere?
I think in the forms. If not, I mean, I think it's not prepared for this. Sure, I can pull it up. Yeah, isn't it done now?
Can you send it to me real quick? Is it on Teams?
I'm trying to find it right now.
Just to give a little brief overview though, it's like snacks for events like convocation, tabling for the first week of school. Like the base are gonna be shown on campus on our part. And can I share this to her as well?
Yeah.
Share it to AC president.
That's pretty.
I think it's gonna go through your email.
Okay.
So you just wanna look it up, I'll take that later. But yeah, it's for future events. What from the get through proposal, it's just all snacks and foods. Ideally, I think shows.
No, I'm not sure. Oh, we're chill. Another spreadsheet from the director of outreach.
I'm so sorry.
Yay.
Oh, spreadsheets are gold.
So wonderful spreadsheet I made. But yeah, so basically they're bunch of snacks as you look at it. Like you got like the variety sort of chips with cookies, and then there's like candies, and there's like Capri Suns, and there's more Pop-Tarts and bars and Go-Go Squeezes. But
It just keeps going.
I just copied and pasted the title of the snack in there.
Okay.
I thought that's what we were supposed to do.
if you look at the links, they're like bulk sizes. So ideally this wouldn't be used at one event. This could probably be used for future events, but I think for events that we're having most recently and currently we're gonna need some snacks for it. So, and I believe that one is pretty soon, right?
Yeah, we have the presidential debate coming up on the 10th. This kind of was a spur of the moment thing, and in order to like help get people to come, I think offering snacks will help.
And the reason why we're bringing this because our dollar amount for money request form is $100, and obviously her request is like $238, and that would be pulled out of our food budget, correct? This would be pulled out of the which we have.
Did you lower it from last year?
Definitely, we have more in our food budget this year. We have $1,300.
No. I'm saying like the
Oh yeah,
dollar
because
amount.
it was $900. We had like $4,500 in like promotionals and all that other stuff.
Oh, the dollar amount to where you need exec board approval is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Okay, so you did lower it back down.
Yeah, I did lower down.
Okay.
It was $900 because I knew it would have been nice.
Mhm.
I plan to like pre-portion everything out too, so we're not just like handing everything and anything out, so that students aren't taking like multiple snacks at once. So this should last us at least through fall quarter, I would think. And potentially even winter.
Unless we add more events to our fall calendar then.
Just depends.
I think this would be good. Have snacks. And like I feel like it's affordable for snacks. It's not like we're asking for meals.
Mhm.
This could last us for a few events. So I'm thinking more sustainably, that'd be nice to have. But yeah, we just have to vote on it.
Yeah, it's just not for one event, it's for lots of events. So that's why it's so much.
Is there any further discussion or questions?
Can you just scroll over to the how many each?
Yeah. Do you know how many pieces of food on the top of your head?
No, I don't. But we could do the math really quick.
Yeah, pack of 40. Someone could have a calculator running. 40 times 4 plus 40 times 4. 30 times 3. 30 times 1. 144 times 1. And then 20 times 5. I don't know if anyone was keeping track.
Pack of 40 divided by 4 is 10. And you're doing 10. There'd be 40 snacks of each. 40 cookies, 40 chips, 40.
40 times.
There'd be 40 chips and cookies and 40 crackers. So 40 pairs of chips.
So
So you think about each pack is 10.
20.
So first one would be 40 chips, 40 cookies, 40 crackers.
No.
No?
No, the first 2 rows are 320 snacks.
Oh, it's for overall.
And then
40?
It's 40 in the box.
yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah,
they
40
40
snacks.
snacks. Oh, boom. Times that
Yeah, it's 40 in the box with each individual different.
So it'd be like, imagine there'd be like all those.
So 160 times 2 is 320.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 times 3,
Yeah, 3 times 30
90 plus 320, 410.
plus 30 times 1, 144 times 1, and then 20 times 5.
I know those two boxes.
So I think you add 30.
Plus 30 plus
You did
144 plus
320
100.
is the first 2.
Okay,
And
and
then
then
plus
30. Add 144.
Yep, and then add 100.
Mm-hmm.
Then times it by.
No.
I'm just trying to think of something. Okay, you get 594.
did you get
So like 500, so like 600 pieces of food,
Yeah,
basically.
basically. That's kind of nice.
it's a good start to the year.
When we were, remind me, when we were campaigning, was it the squeezes that we were having a hard time getting rid of?
I I'm a go-go squeezer. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, me too. I like those.
Well, no, I agree. I'm just thinking back to campaigning and when we were giving away something similar, I thought we were having issues giving it away. Am I wrong about that?
I don't think we had issues giving away anything besides maybe the granola bars.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to have at least like one healthy option there for people that can't have gluten or whatever.
Right.
Because I feel like squeezed fruit is like pretty universally
They're not eating
accepted.
Simple.
Who's supposed to be
Right, I'm sorry.
I know it is.
I mean, coming down from that.
Is there any further discussion? Is there a motion on the floor to approve this purchase?
Am I allowed to motion to approve? Since I requested it.
Technically, it's Alicia's item on the agenda, so you can approve, you can motion.
Okay, I motion to approve this.
I second.
Moved by Mariah, seconded by Nora. All those in favor say aye. Okay, motion passed unanimously.
Yay!
Okay. Moving next to your other item, Alicia.
Yes, the next.
$27,000.
Yeah, so can I also call Ricky help this as well? But I guess so basically for our stipends, we don't get a French. So we have hella money. Sorry. We have a lot of money because we don't calculate French for stipends.
So if I understand this correctly, so this is our
French
spreadsheet
calculator.
of our budget.
Yeah.
And for hourly, for wages, you're supposed to calculate fringe. But for stipended positions, you're not supposed to calculate fringe. So if we take out the money that was calculated for fringe, for stipends, we get 27,000 is the number?
Yeah, so we can basically we need to use the money. We have it allocated to us.
So perhaps for promotions or what, for what?
So that's what this discussion is for, because Connor was saying that we can't use it.
We can't use it for stipends, we can only use it for
already in the system.
yes. Stipends are a no, but everything else is a yes. So
And if you add any more to wages for like hourly staff members, then you have to also factor in fringe for them. So you might say, oh, $7,000 goes into hourly wages, but it has to include fringe. So it really is less goes in, and we have to do some math to figure out what that percentage is. But that's up to you.
So Alicia, have people been filling out stuff for special allocations? Okay.
It's been some promotional stuff. That's why I want to ask you guys too, like, where we like, I know you probably want to see a couple things, maybe like I was speaking to Connor, like I don't know, like our bus situation. I know we calculated for our bus, but like I don't know what you would do with more of that for when it comes to Husky on the Hill. But I think most definitely for promotional.
Yeah, definitely
Nice.
promotional items, especially for Huskies on the Hill. That would be probably the first priority.
Let's get it.
For now.
Those are the notes from what you said for special. So I don't think what to do with it might not know it. That's a lot of money. I'm being super wishy because I don't know what you're gonna do with it.
Do we want to decide, or here, let's ask this, turning this to Nora, I mean, you were outreach last year. How much money for the year do you think should be set, if what I'm hearing is there should be a certain amount set aside for promotional, because we have how much right now?
Only 900.
Only 900. How much additional from this pot should we be moving for the entire year?
And to that, I would argue you were average for an entire year, so you probably have more knowledge on
Yes,
that.
I was outreach for an entire year, but we didn't really do anything because the team didn't do anything.
Okay.
So I just went and made a Narcan distribution program because I had nothing to do. So
From records from last year, we did spend all of our money. But what did we spend on? A 10? Okay. I'm thinking, oh, go ahead.
Just one of the things I will say is promo items, we have some.
We have promo items.
So, but I do know that Ben and Mariah are looking for like a t-shirt possibility for Huskies on the Hill. That's gonna cost money. But I would say if you're talking about promo items, a benefit would be getting rid of the stuff you have
That's the same storage.
to replenish,
Right.
because you don't have storage, and it also shows that you're using the money from SAFC and need more.
As far as I know though, we only have those tote bags and like a couple of cups, and yeah, we have
And
those
those
cups.
If we wanted to open up a can of worms,
They're scratched up.
if ASUWT wanted to rebrand this year and stock up next year with
No.
I mean, like, you think of we could, I'm also saying we could do anything with it. I mean, like, we could also see, like, we'll have more money in our food co-op, so in every event we do, we can have food there. So it's like we have a win-win situation.
Holly, that's all, that's on you.
I don't-
If
it's-
you wanna rebrand, you're gonna have to tell me to do the rebrand.
well that
Not authorized trivia.
hey, I was just opening the box to see what people thought about it, because I'm trying to think of the next time where we would have a ridiculous amount of money, and if we felt like we wanted to do a rebrand, doing it the year where we have enough money to stock up with stuff with ASUWT's new logo in
Well,
theory.
I definitely don't need $27,000. I think like 7,000 just for like,
Clarifying question.
Yeah.
So this is a random $27,000 that we're deciding where to put it?
So
Yeah.
there was a budgeting error, or rather ASUWT was told wrong information, so we over budgeted $27,000, and we needed to figure out where it's gonna go, otherwise it goes poof.
I wish I could just add that to.
We're over budgeted.
And.
Like we
okay,
over allocated 27,000.
Think of this as
Okay.
nice though too. We wouldn't have to go to special allocations because of this money. I mean, because I think what I saw was promo items. I would have to put a special allocation request because of this. So I feel like now we can just see it's like, oh, this is given to us through special allocations. What can we do with it?
When
Yeah.
does it go away?
It doesn't go poof.
It goes back into
It goes to special.
It goes special, so other people can grab it.
It effectively goes poof.
And also, the big thing is that it doesn't leave your account. It just needs to go somewhere. So if you all don't choose where it's going, Sean choose where it goes.
No.
No, we don't.
And what he usually does is he puts it in supplies. So like he'd still have supplies, but then when we go to buy things, like when Alicia was saying, like we have a limited food budget, once we're out of that 900, we can't go spend money outside of it for food.
I was like, you might as well put comfort room in all these pools where you think we'll need it the most.
Yeah,
Oh.
so like, what if we just pull up the budget, look at the
Yeah.
sections of it?
That's a good idea. Puny $900.
Like we're comfortable on nameplates and business cards, right? Like, do we want to give everybody business cards? Ideally, I know we said no. Office supplies.
Maybe just like a ASUWT, like universal.
That's what usually.
Yeah, we don't.
We need to work.
The DOLA, the legislative liaison, and the president really only need it.
Programming is what we use to promote outside of.
I mean, it's that, and it's also paying for, if we're now wanting to record spaces and we don't have a student worker to be able to cover it for free, then it will come out of programming, and that's gonna drain very quick.
So do we put some money there? Are you thinking we're going to see some recording processes going forward with this?
Well, if we keep recording our meetings, and if we don't have a student worker to cover it, like it's outside of their scheduled time, then the school pays for it. It's like, how much?
But your phone meetings are in work hours, so we shouldn't have to worry about that.
And they're in here, not here, but
Yeah,
like,
so.
So
our
let's just not
students
even make that an option to work
I
outside.
mean, it's
of
like,
that.
I think it's $30 an hour.
okay, yeah, it's not bad.
They don't make that all, it's also goes to like the fee of those
Oh.
media services. Yeah, so
I was like, what?
they don't, the student doesn't make all of them.
Okay,
that
now
should-
look at that one. So WSA retreat. I was also thinking like in how many people want to go because ideally I put the budget in for like 2 people at the minimum to go. So ideally, because everyone want to go, that could be more money put into there. But I don't know where you guys even go for WSA this year. So it's like
Well, if they keep doing things in Central,
Another
it'll
thing to
probably be
think about
Central.
is that we have Husky's on the Hill and we're providing transportation for that, so I don't even know how much that costs off the top of my head, but I don't know how.
Probably around like $900 per bus,
And I think we bring it, that's like.
which fits 44 students.
I want 100 students.
She's like cheating while saying that.
Okay, so, well, if, I would even say err on the side of, last year we had to use a charter company because of school being in session during the time, so that was $1,500 for
Per bus.
a bus that fit 23 people. Yeah, it's gross. So what could be a thing is that we get a coach bus and that would cost almost probably about $2,000. But what usually happens, Holly, is that some people don't want to take the bus because
I
they live
know,
close by.
I
So
know.
we also, the plan was to also communicate with students about how we can better connect with them in the network of Olympia and have them meet us there. So we might have to provide a transportation for every single person. But yes, I understand the need of wanting to see like lots of people go, which is fine. But you might want to prepare to have a good amount of money.
If we were to plan for the 80, like you were saying, how much would that be?
80 people.
2 buses
It could be as low as $1,800
for 2
for 2.
out of the high end.
And the high end probably be 3,400.
For 2 buses.
Because it's like how long they're with us too. Not cheap.
I mean, when you have 27 pounds.
Is there any
What was
other
it? We have
options?
$6,000.
Yeah.
Like, what are we saying?
And that's bringing 100 people. So if you take that, that's, I can't do that.
We can add an extra 3,500 to our budget for this case. Like I was like, instead of like putting it somewhere we don't want to put money at, I said we put comfort room, risk of the hills, just in case we do need to go get those extra charter buses that like this to students.
If I were, I'm gonna propose something because it sounds like we're just kind of going around in circles a little bit. We plan for the 2 buses for Huskies on the Hill because I don't even think we have that really budgeted right now. Anyway, and I think that was going to be a special allocations request anyway. I think we put roughly 7,000, like what you had been saying, Mariah, maybe more, maybe less in promotional, and put the rest in food. So any of our main events are catered.
I think that's a great idea.
Can we look at the budget again and just double check
Yeah.
there's not anything else?
Yeah.
That we wanna put stuff in?
I also have one more thing to say. Do y'all not want to see the hourly increase at all for wages for facility positions? I like that one. I know you have something to say about that, but I know it's for summer. You were saying, so I don't know. Nora, you said summer hours need to increase.
Don't we have banked hours right now? Because we have all these positions that were, like, we don't have an office manager. And we probably won't have them hired on by summer. Same with multimedia specialists. At task forces, they were supposed to start effectively last month, and we have 60 hours a week allocated. So those hour increases could go from just salary savings from hiring them later.
That is good. Go ahead.
I mean, if it's an option, I would like to increase hours for the multimedia specialist, because 8 hours is not a whole lot, and that would help me out a lot. Having somebody to kind of help me with the social media, but
And so what were you thinking?
at least 10 hours, but more like 12 if that's an option. But also I feel like the office manager should have a good chunk of the hours.
I mean, they're already at 10.
Yeah. Out of all the hired positions, I feel like they should probably have the most hours since they're gonna be in a management position and helping us like.
I would just.
Yeah.
They're not really managing anybody, they're more managing like the procedures.
Oh,
All
won't-
they
won't
do
like
is-
sit in 2 meetings, that's 2 hours of their day will be in meetings.
Yeah, and then-
I thought they were gonna be like managing the other hired.
no,
Okay.
no.
It's mostly
Increase my hours.
We can't increase stipend. But I think that'd be interesting to see for next meeting what our current baked hour total is and how much money we have.
Ask a question / suggestion.
Sure.
Can the elections administration chair have some hours in the fall?
I did,
Doesn't have to be all fall, but it would be great to have them for some time because
Why is there no hours for fall?
because it was
It was cut.
it's a cut that is fine usually, especially when the advisor has the work for.
Yeah,
But it
I think
happens in the
that's-
fall. No, there are no hours for the fall, but it's gonna happen earlier this year, so we have to
Have them earlier. Oh,
I would agree with
We
that.
could at least hire them in the fall and have like maybe 3 weeks where they have a few hours.
Yeah,
to
cause
work
you
on
wanted
some
to
things.
present the calendar like much
Sweet short
earlier
weeks.
this year, so.
So I'm hearing.
And that would be, even at 13 weeks, being 8 hours, that's less than $2,000. I'm pretty sure salary savings will cover everything that we're talking about right now. But I think that may be a separate conversation altogether. But if we try to think about what to do with this 27,000.
I mean, elections budget is low, sorry. But that's also money that you guys would not have control over.
Do we think that the elections should have
I usually
more?
go to CEO for that, but it's not guaranteed.
And how much did you spend last year for it? Just in general, like I know.
I food was $2,000 and t-shirts were $2,000 for the program.
Where did you spend 2,000 on food?
Other I can't see.
Peter,
For when?
The burritos?
At the burritos.
Those are really good.
Did
Wait.
you have one?
really
Where?
good.
You didn't have a burrito,
Oh,
remember?
Tito.
I literally like
Yeah.
once I came to the
Oh,
You had a burrito.
for
What were you
vote.
thinking about?
I was thinking about the presidential debate, not
Oh,
rock
there
the
was no
boat.
food at
I
that.
forgot about the own event I started. Okay, duh.
So what I'm hearing is you want at least half of that covered. At least.
I can, all of it, but.
We know that campus event fund is not guaranteed. So depending on what the city council could say, they could just say, nah, and then I would have to make it work on a shoestring. And by me, I mean EAC when we get
If I wanted money for, what are they called? Like bonding events within ASUWT, where would that come out of?
Food.
if it depends on what it would be, but yes, food, if that's what you want.
Oh yeah, for our bondings, we can use this money.
You have to be cautious though, because it's not being spent on students. but
Well,
something
I mean, to that point, we're currently using our food budget. We're currently spending, our food budget is our training budget, and we're using that to feed students. So if anything,
you
we'd be
could add
using
in
it.
training, and then that could either be food or like.
So ideally it would be like training / bonding, so.
So,
We could also put a cap on it too, like how many times per quarter or per year we do that. So that doesn't get returns in the future.
so that leaves 19,000 minus the upper 15. So with what's written here, we're currently at 15,500.
And how much would it cost to increase multimedia specialists to 10 hours?
It would be covered in salary savings, so it wouldn't come from this pot. If the two finance people in the room, please correct me on that.
We have big hours, no matter what. Can we move that into hours or no?
No, but if we
Yeah,
look
but-
at just the task forces alone, we
Yeah.
have $5,000 that we can throw up here, and that's gonna be
Yeah.
significant. So we don't even need to worry about that. I think that's just.
Yeah, so we should talk about that when, so we can make it happen sooner rather than later, so we can know how many extra hours they get.
So if we have 15, do we wanna throw some to elections? Do we wanna throw some to food? Do we wanna put more to promotional?
We can add,
Promotional should be fine. I would put some toward elections,
They could do
would
100.
increase the EIC hours to fall.
which would be,
Right, that one,
Bank
okay,
hours.
from bank hours, right.
so this would be
And then-
to make elections extra special.
Extra special, which I think would be a good
Helpful.
idea.
Yeah.
Considering our turnout last year. And then, yeah,
How do you feel about adding extra 1,500 to elections? It's gonna be like 2,000.
I think when elections was that much historically, I don't know if it just wasn't used or, cause I think when Rachel had that much money, it wasn't used.
Well, from our turnout last year, we've got to do something, that draws, so that, I think if anything, it's still go, like Rock the Boat would still be a.
How much is Rock the Boat?
$4,000.
Do we still want CEF to pay for that, or
how
do we
much is
want?
the art, who got the arts, the music?
SAB co-sponsors and pays for them, which is awesome.
Very cool.
So,
But I could, that doesn't mean that Rock the Boat always has to look the same, like it can be different and we can just. If whatever funding we have, we do something that makes sense, but I think that the elections, for some reason, we need to figure out how to get more participation, and that might be from giveaways / we have to be very careful, because there's also an election, I can't be like, did you vote? Cool, here,
Right.
that's called legal.
if
I
Rock the
think
Boat, oh, go ahead.
It would help that it's not at the same time as it was last year
Yeah.
alone.
And it could be earlier if the Senate passes the calendar with an earlier setup.
If Rock the Boat was like 4,000. Do we wanna give an additional for just fund money?
Yeah.
2,000?
Just keep it at 4.
4,000.
But that just pays for Rock the Boat.
Yeah, and if they need additional, then we can go to other funds.
Yeah.
Can Campus Event Fund pay for just elections in general?
But I would just reallocate the funding.
Oh, what you're saying is
Like
you
if
would go to Campus Event Fund for Rock the Boat, but
See what I, yeah.
but
see
you
what
would
I
use the
could get, and
4,000.
then make rock what happened, and then feel like whatever.
Okay.
There's also still $500 in there.
not like right here.
But like if we did, if we wanted to get something to draw people into presidential debate, more so, that means I probably have to get food of some kind.
And if there's other debates too, then yeah. Also, when I'm saying you, I'm saying the EAC.
I know, so am I. I don't want to do that. Does this make it a little easier? Yes, but I would like the EAC to not feel like they're on a shoestring if it's possible.
Also leave 1,500 in food.
How
Which considering
locked in would we be with these numbers? Can't we just like, if we need it in one place, transfer it out of another?
You have to ask SAFC. You
SAFC.
can, but you have to go to SAFC and ask for its transfer.
I see.
At this point, SAFC isn't active right now, so.
Yeah. Connor that's okay. Is this already an overestimation for 2 buses, or should we make it this 5,000, just in case?
That'd be great.
Because we already have some money in it.
6,500.
No, but that's just for getting to WSA, for General Assembly is the thing.
No, there's one.
Those
No,
2,000
that's
ones
one.
are good.
What's that?
Oh, what is that?
We have
We
like
already
Yeah.
have that money.
I thought that got cut.
No, that was supposed to be
Oh,
for.
So we have like
This is
6,500 for
oh,
buses.
then
Yeah.
should this be like,
No.
So is that just like
Just leave it, Holly.
Well, because I think that's, you've now given a really good cushion, because also you got these are gas buses, so like,
yeah,
well, that number is a good guesstimate, it could get bigger, it could get smaller, but like, there's also food for that event,
yeah.
which we've got to figure out, so
Well, if ASUWT pays for it,
they won't, not this year.
not this.
What?
Oh yeah, because that
But
money.
they gave her last year, they were bitter about it.
So
They have all the money.
yeah,
They don't have all of the money.
they have.
We're gonna most likely gonna have to feed our students, which
Okay.
I think is the
So, yeah,
fairest thing we
that
can
is
do.
fair. We should have a lot of money for good.
Well,
Okay.
digital food.
Good. We can get McMinimans in Olympia.
No, get
Not
with
for
ponies.
students.
Mm-mm.
Do you not like McCoach?
I don't like sandwiches.
What?
I know.
Okay, so this gets us to 27. 27, okay.
Another number.
Cool. We equaled it, we made it?
Yep,
Okay,
this equals it.
I'm happy. Beautiful. Wait.
What?
Is that like with the 3,500? Why is there 1,800 dash?
That's just the lowest.
Okay,
So
so
we
we
should-
put an actual number on there.
Boom.
Or we just don't know really like what it's gonna cost.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing is we could actually feed students
Amazing.
and get them interested in ASUWT.
We say no to food insecurity. That's us doing our.
I guess we can do guys.
Adding these tonight.
Hold on. I think we have to motion to actually approve these. Are we?
That's true.
Yeah,
Is there a motion on the floor?
I motion to approve these numbers.
I second.
First. Rock, paper,
Never mind.
scissors. Moved by Nora, seconded by Moira. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed unanimously. Cool. Okay. We're rolling in money now. Thank you, Alicia, for.
For really unpurposing this thing.
Or actually, is this a fake Sean for giving us wrong information?
I mean,
I might go, I don't know.
Thank you,
We're gonna
Sean.
say thank you for just having the money. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Well, no,
I just hope this wasn't supposed to be in the stipends, but you know.
Yeah.
Like, was that the error?
This gets dispersed more easily to students, not just group of students.
My bank account would have liked.
So true, Lisa.
My bank account would have liked this.
Yeah.
My big cat would like that.
Sounds like there'll be some lunches you want to pay for.
I was saying we can't like we have like money in the meeting, in the meeting.
Yeah, we could actually bring get students to care.
It's like, hey, at our meetings we have like snacks. You guys want to come up snacks?
Yeah.
Just listen to what's going on.
Or like once a month, we could say, hey, this meeting is gonna be catered, so come.
Yeah, so I'm saying that's why one if it was one or two, you could put more money there, so you could have like once a
I don't
month.
know about that much.
I mean,
Yeah,
Catering
catering is
is
expensive.
Catering is too, it's like
$2K per thing.
okay, yeah, fair.
Per pop.
Well, we did pizza. Everyone likes to do pizza.
Yeah,
Costco
pizza.
pizza.
Yeah, Costco
Pizza's like $10.
Yeah, easy.
Bring Costco
They
pizza
do
one.
not
done.
deliver.
Yeah, but they're
That's fine.
close.
People drive.
They love it. Run their car.
Oh, it's like,
Have you
do
been
not
to Tacoma?
volunteer.
The Tacoma
I've been there
Costco?
Yeah,
so
it's
many-
crazy.
Always busy.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
They never.
Bringing back order. Are there any directors updates that people want to share?
Oh my gosh, guys, I have so many things for you. Please check your email.
I did
Yes,
see
there's
that.
a moment there and all that stuff.
So sorry in advance for the bombardment of emails I just sent you, but I do really need people to sign up for these events. I appreciate the ones that have already done it for a few, so thank you so much. A lot of these are just gonna be like us presenting at people, and that is it, or tabling, so.
Do you have a plan on what we are presenting?
Yeah, it's just a basic presentation that's like, what is ASUWT? This is our mission statement, meet the team, things we're working on, how to get involved.
Cool. Perfect.
It's easy. The tabling should be pretty easy to, just go talk to students, approach them, don't make them approach you.
It's simple. It's pretty simple. He's like, hi. They think, who are you? I'm like, no, you don't know who I am. I'm making a little spiel. Do you want to hear it? They're like, oh, something. I don't really want to. I'm like, oh, shit.
But Nora, I didn't share it with the senators. I'm hoping that maybe you guys can like bring that up in your meetings, and then maybe you can share it with them.
Yeah, I'll walk them through.
And just like have them sign up in the meeting or something, because
Yeah.
I haven't really seen a whole
That's
lot
yeah.
of signups from them so far.
For the tabling type events, do you have, or rather, do you need people to like help print stuff out, cut it, etc. before those events happen?
Not necessarily, but I was gonna ask you about like things that we have for our table already, because I'm not aware of what we have.
Okay,
Also, people work with multimedia specialists.
well, we might not have it hired by then.
Yeah. We have anything.
Yeah, let's chat and then go down and take a look.
Sounds good. So, to be determined. But I'll be sending out like an email to all of the directors, with a list of all of the links in the central place to make it simpler.
Moira?
Mariah, for the student leadership training,
Sure.
when you have setup crew, main event crew, and cleanup crew, and then you have that we present from 1 to 1:15. So is the main event crew part of that presenting time? Is that what I would sign up for?
Yeah, so like for the student leadership training, it's gonna be just the presentation, so if you wanna just be there a little bit early, you can. But there's not really anything that needs to be set up. I mean, you might pass out some like flyers, but that's it.
Okay, so just, cause I will also be there for the event as well.
So you
So
can,
like, if I just be, I'm gonna present with you,
Yeah,
that works?
that
Yeah.
totally is fine.
It's just during lunch, so you guys want to make sure.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if I put my name in the main event crew, that
Yeah.
works?
I
That
think
one's a
love
little
that.
like weird because
Pull up and
it's
ask questions.
for like
Yeah.
15 minutes, so like,
Just hop up there with me.
Got you.
Oh,
I mean, pretty much all of it is the main event, so.
right?
That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna just pull up and be like, oh, hey, what do we do? That's what I always do. Like, what do we do? When we advertise, I'll talk to you.
Name.
Maybe speak
Yeah, I
on,
couldn't
don't talk
do
to you that one. I'm not speaking.
Anyone else wanna share some director updates?
I'm still hiring for CC. Just sent out a like, we wanna hire you email today. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Nice. Which one's that one?
I'm gonna butcher her name, but it's like Darina.
Was it the one we
Yeah.
interviewed? Yeah,
Yeah.
she's great.
So yeah. That's what I got. Awesome. Anyone else?
If you know friends who wanna sit on a committee, please send them to the Services and Activities Fee Committee. It's arguably the most important committee and we need people to just apply.
Why don't we have like a career fair?
That would be a very fun thing to do.
Why don't you just advertise at your tables? We're gonna be tabling a lot in the first quarter.
I don't know, I was planning to do that. Well, me and Holly have planned for how we would advertise at CFC anyway.
You can also,
If
you can also have a table, like you can ask for a table at involvement fair for SAFC.
I want to do
if you
involvement
can
fair
support it.
orientation. Any event that's gonna happen on campus, I want us to be there.
Yes, but we ideally need them sooner.
So orientation.
I'm gonna say we wanted to do it during orientation, like give them the opportunity, make they can see what the campus is about, and also like, oh, do you want a job?
Do you want to be at the ASUWT table or do you want a different table?
Does SAFC have their table banner?
No, they don't have nothing, so like we literally have to advertise it at our table.
How do they plan to hire without like
I mean,
having a presence?
they're not.
I know, and that needs to be fixed this upcoming year.
Well, we just gotta
We need to
tell
do
them.
that, though.
I know.
So it would fall into the current search committee to do that.
If I get a description, some like duties
What?
sent to me
I was
for
I
each
was
task.
I was gonna work with you on that one.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
But like all of the positions that were.
Yeah, do you think you two could work together on that to make it?
Yeah, do it. Pick a day. Just go get to work.
And that
Canvas. I don't like you.
I think Yolanda did something last year with the committee information on it, so that could be a good thing to find.
I know she made a really cute one for STF.
She do with SAFC too.
Any other director updates? Advisor updates.
Orientation is in 2 weeks and there are gonna be lots of tables. I submitted one for ASUWT, you didn't submit for SAFC, but I can, if that's the plan.
That's too many votes.
Say what again?
sorry.
Consider if you have time for SAFC to have its own table at orientation.
Oh, yeah.
It
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
have to, it can have ASUWT, but people who are working in ASUWT tables should push that and other opportunities.
It would be good to have them separate because, I mean, that way the people who are at the ASUWT table can really talk about some of the other things we have going on, the legislative action council, task forces, et cetera.
Yeah.
And then if like Alicia, and then depending upon if I'm available, I can be at the SAFC too.
Yeah, Isabella will be at the HSF table.
Okay, that's fine,
Because we are low on people there.
that's fine.
Oh God, what was I gonna say? Oh, we're off, closed on Monday for Labor Day, office is closed, can still access the code if you want. And student leader training is coming up with hopefully ASUWT attendance. And just professional staff search updates, we're looking for the Husky Sustainability Coordinator. Erin Cousins will leave their position tomorrow. So if you see them before, they will be moving on, and Buddy Molina will be starting on the 11th of September, right in the middle of everything. So we're excited to have him, and then Daniel will begin the student media specialist search. Just for knowledge base, I'm overseeing student publications, Husky Sustainability Fund, Husky volunteers for 2 weeks. So just keep me posted on what you need, teams, and then where next week we have one-on-one, so.
You had like a month where you were doing good and then.
But it's great, that's gonna be fun.
Remind me to talk to you about advising for just about Buddy. Just remind me. Chair announcements. So our meeting locations for next quarter are going to be a mix of UWY and William Phillip Hall, just because of where dates landed. So now that we have all this money for food, and it sounds like we're having some ideas of having some events where students would come and maybe be fed. That would be a good thing of the days that we're in William Phillip Hall. Maybe that's where we can do it. I don't know. That's something we could talk about more
Tabling.
For
fall meetings.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, you're good. I
Focus on
get.
the announcements
I'm trying-
first, everybody.
I
I'm
get.
trying to find Yolanda's.
Find it later.
We're in a meeting. I know we're okay.
Okay.
So I will put it all out into a meeting, and I will send out separate calendar invites so people don't get lost and confused.
Yay, thank you.
Yep.
I love my calendar. It makes me so happy.
Aside from that, I adjourn this meeting at 6:20 p.m.
Goodbye.
That's a good add, potentially, because a list of